Okay, so we're recording a improvised in some way interview with the warning.
Hi.
Sounds weird.
Sounds weird.
So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna ask Paulina and Daniela to actually leave the room. And I'm
No,
gonna,
no, 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 no.
and I'm gonna talk to
Please, no, Rudy, no.
Bye, close the door.
No, en serio, tanto
Yeah.
así.
Yeah, close the
Ale,
door.
te amamos. Stay strong.
Okay, close the door. Yay!
Yay.
So, I thought it'd be a little interesting to have a one-on-one, and it's not too elaborate. I think it's better because sometimes on interviews you guys play off each other, and I know a lot of the people ask the same questions, and I want to try and find out a little bit more about each of you. So, Alejandra, don't be nervous. It's okay. It'll be okay. I'm actually gonna use some questions that I love the show. It's called Inside the Actor's Studio, and this is the end part of his interview. He does these questions, which I think are interesting, and we'll see what answers you come up with. Okay. So, what is your favorite word? Think of it.
Favorite word.
Think of it. You have to answer. Remember, we're live recording this.
Okay,
So
yeah. Favorite word. I don't know, like being with my family, listening to music and stuff.
what turns you off? What makes you shy away? What?
I guess not having music and not having my family.
Okay. What sound do you love?
This is gonna sound weird, like the bass, like the sound of the bass and the low notes.
What sound do you hate?
Really high pitched sounds, really annoying.
Okay. What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Dancing. I would like dancing.
What profession would you never like to do?
To be a doctor. That
Yeah.
scares me a
Why?
lot.
Why?
It really scares me, like not being able to, like, and it grosses me out, like, oh, no, thank you. Oh, no.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
What's up with these questions? You did well.
What's your favorite color?
I have two favorite colors. Black and white.
Okay, we're gonna pause a little bit. You can either that or we keep recording, but we're gonna call the next sister. Yeah. So now we're here with Karina, and we're gonna do the same dynamic and see how it flows with her. So this is a way to kind of just get things flowing and know a little bit more about you guys in a more personal way. So, random questions. What is your favorite word?
In
my writing, when I write songs, the word I use the most, I have 3. It's sometimes it's feel. The other one, well, in the last album, it was bleed or blood. And right now, the word I use the most is about like.
But that's the word. That's your favorite word in
No.
general. In life?
Oh! There's a word, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. I don't know if it's melancholy or melancholy.
Melancholy.
That one.
That's your favorite
I
word.
love that word.
Okay. What is your least favorite word?
Moist.
Okay.
It makes me so uncomfortable. I hate
It makes sense. What excites you? What surprises you? What turns you on?
Food. Music. I think that those are good answers.
What turns you off?
Mean people.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What sound do you love?
Ocean sounds. When I have a horrible, like, I can't sleep. I usually struggle a lot to sleep, and I just turn on, like, ocean sounds and fall asleep. Yeah.
What sound do you hate?
Oh, like nails on anything? Ugh.
Okay. What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Ooh, dancing would be cool. Dancing or like photography. One of those. Yeah, those are
What profession would you not like to do?
lawyer, doctor, yeah, those are like the top, like, no.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
You did well.
Okay, so Danny, we had a little moment with your sisters where I use these questions that come from James Litton, 10 questions of Inside the Actor Studio. They're random questions.
Okay.
That'll just give us a little insight.
So what I did. Okay.
Okay, let's start.
Okay.
What's your favorite word?
Word. Okay, I'm the world's #1 most undecisive person. Now you know that. I don't know which one it is.
It could be one that you like the meaning, the sound of, the feeling. What's your
Euphoria.
favorite? Euphoria. What's your least favorite word?
Again, disappointment. I don't know. Whatever.
What excites you? What turns you on?
Dancing.
What turns you off?
Seafood.
What sound do you love?
Wait. What sound do I love? Cat purring. Cat's purring. Yeah.
What sound do you hate?
Oh, my alarm.
What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Dancing. Yes.
So you guys should have a dance group because all 3 of you guys did dancing.
Really?
Yeah.
We should. We could do choreographies in the shows.
What profession would you not like to do?
Medicine. Yeah.
If God exists, what would you like to hear him say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
What kind of question is that? I don't know.
Okay, so I guess I had already done this
Yeah.
mechanic with
The exact
the
same
exact
question.
same, obviously, because those are
exact
the
same.
exact same questions from James Lipton that I like.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember what your answers were.
They were
They were similar but different. I use the same, like, the word
You-
moist.
moist.
I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
the same one.
Moist.
Yeah.
You
Kinda-
said the same one that.
The last
Ale?
time, yeah.
No. Ale said the same.
I don't know. I think I said.
I
something
said some things very
The three of us
differently.
chose dancing though.
And then,
Yeah.
but I thought, and I knew starting with Alice, she was gonna get like really nervous.
I
but
was. I'm sweating right now.
I wanted to do like a more elaborate, personal
Have I?
interview, but
Huh?
I was feeling Ale too tense.
I was.
So,
I was.
Baby.
anyway, what did you guys think of the Grammys?
It
It
was
was great,
cool.
yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, I was not gonna watch the Grammys, but they announced that BTS was gonna go up.
So we
I was
watched
like,
the Grammys,
I'm
yeah.
gonna watch the Grammys now.
Yeah.
And
But the performances, some of them were
the
very
like
good.
the performances that I liked was Camila Cabello, Janelle Monáe. I loved Janelle Monáe's performance.
Mhm.
That was good. Lady Gaga, Cardi B was also good, and I
can't
loved when
remember.
BTS gave the award. That was amazing.
Right.
And I also loved that her, the artist, won that Grammy because I love her.
Mhm.
I love her.
I love her.
She does really good
Yes.
music. But
And
yeah,
it was so good to see. There was a lot of more women.
yeah, that was cool.
In
Yeah.
the Grammys
there were a lot.
this year.
So a couple
that's-
things. I know I always kind of cringe jokingly when you guys bring up K-pop and
Yeah,
BTS
we know.
and
I love that you said jokingly, but it's not.
But it's not jokingly.
at all.
No.
well,
But yeah, jokingly.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should go on the record saying this, but well, no. The thing is that okay, so you guys were very excited about BTS being on the
Yeah.
Grammys. That's the only reason you really watched them, and
It's just that last year I
No,
really
that's
didn't like
the
them.
reason Pao watched
okay.
there.
But
I
okay,
was-
just,
I-
okay.
I
whatever.
didn't really love it last
tell me
year,
about
so-
this
Yeah, same.
fixation with K-pop, which is there's nothing wrong with it. That's fine, but I mean, when is it gonna end?
I don't know when they
Why
stop.
do you want it to end?
I mean, when they stop releasing like
Good
good music
music.
that I like, that's
Yeah.
probably when it's gonna end. Yeah.
Okay. And then, what does that do to your influence in music? I've heard you say that,
It doesn't.
and you've mentioned it a couple of times, but overall, is it music that makes you happy, makes you dance?
Oh,
Does it
it makes us
inspire
really
your
happy.
writing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
it makes us
Do
happy.
you like the cute Korean boys? I mean, what is it about?
So handsome. But okay. I think you said a little bit of everything that we like about it. First of all, I started listening to K-pop. I know this is really like what, but I was editing my Spotify playlist, like kind of algorithm that I have, and I needed an extra playlist to do like the 4-4-4 kind of algorithm that I was doing. And I had a K-pop playlist that only had 2 songs, and I was like, you know what? I'm just
That's
gonna
very
like
sad.
fill it out. And then that's when I started listening to K-pop, and I absolutely loved it. It was
Mhm.
very. I mean, we've always listened to pop. I mean, since we were little.
This is just
I mean,
another
I loved
language.
like Taylor Swift and Katy Perry, and I listened to. We listened to a lot of
Yeah.
K-pop to
Pop,
like
pop,
Western
in general.
pop music. But at one point, everything just started like sounding the same,
yeah.
and I stopped liking it because everything was just so the same. And then I started listening to K-pop. I mean, which is still very like cookie cutter kind of thing, but it's way more interesting in their terms of like,
It's way
songwriting.
more diverse and the harmony, like music-wise,
Music-wise,
it's
it's very-
geniusly written. Everything is just like
And it's
Of
very
course,
interesting.
it has to-
And of course, it
it's-
has
there's
like
exceptions.
it's like very like
Exceptions.
simple
Exceptions.
songs, but like the names of the groups. So Ale is the intense one.
Yeah.
After
But
that,
you
and
know,
then
it's
Danny
because
Break
K-pop.
was
It's not only just the music; it's the videos, it's the people. It's that they do like a lot of things.
They
so
have a
it's-
lot of like, and it's very
Content.
entertaining. They have a
It
lot
is.
of content.
But then,
so.
I mean, there has to be certain influence in your music.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
of
is.
course.
I mean, like with
the sacrifice.
The Sacrifice, like before it was called The Sacrifice, it was called Gracias K-pop, which
Which
means
is
thank you
Thank You
K-pop. I mean, it was I remember that I listened to a little short video of it was Sehun and Baekhyun singing from EXO, EXO. But basically it was from EXO and they were like singing and it was like so weird and I was like I want to do something like that. And then I started trying to do something like that and then that's where
So I feel like there's a kind of contradiction, and personally, and this is like my personal interview for you guys,
Mhm.
but knowing you for a bit over 2 years now, you know, we've talked about, or I've heard you guys talk about like Paramore, oh, she went pop, or Muse, oh, they're going pop, Coldplay,
go pop.
oh, they've gone pop, and but you guys talk about it like in a negative way. So we don't know what goes on in each band. Everybody has their own
Yeah.
strategy
And they
and,
can all
and their
change. I mean,
progression and
there's nothing
into
wrong with
what
that.
they are today, and their own formulas or strategies or whatever. So on one side, we see certain genres or more rock-based genres going into pop, or if you want to call it mainstream or whatever. And then sometimes I hear you guys cringe at these words like mainstream or radio-friendly or pop. But might we see a more popish rock from the Warning and albums to come? I mean, not that you can tell the future,
Yeah,
but
guess-
is there
but I
is
mean,
there
like-
that openness?
Like with the other bands, I don't mind when Taylor Swift went pop, I was over the moon. But I
but she
didn't
was
li-
country.
yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean Paramore, I liked the direction they were going into. But the new album that they released, like the last album they released, I just personally like it wasn't like my favorite album ever.
I'm such a
But
fan of old Paramore.
I mean the album before that, it was still a little bit popish, and I really liked it.
Mhm.
And when Muse started going down like that, like more like mainstream road, I liked some of the songs. But then after a while, I just like they weren't my favorite. So going pop is not necessarily a bad thing, or going mainstream. And the same thing with Coldplay. I liked some of their like popish
stuff,
songs, but after a while, they started sounding the same, which is the main problem I have like with the westernized pop. And with our writing, I think that like influences, like if you say like will we go more pop, I think like maybe with like melodies or stuff like that, maybe it could be like a little bit more similar, but not
It's-
really, because it really depends
No,
on like
it depends on what we're feeling at the moment or what comes out at the end. I mean, it's still the three of us, but I don't
Yeah.
think, especially because we also try to think ahead about how a song is gonna feel on stage.
exactly.
So-
And I mean, it's not like songwriting wise. I mean, when I start writing this like any song, it does not feel rock at the beginning. I mean,
Yeah,
if
it
you
never
slow
does.
it down a little bit, it could be a pop ballad. Or if you speed it up and add like some
It depends on how we
digitalized
arrange
beats.
it.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe there could be some.
Yeah, I think any of
influence,
your piano ballads
but- yeah.
or your beginning of any songs, a pop writer could make it into a pop
Yeah,
song.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the direction, but we always usually take it
Mhm.
down like the road that we've been taking it.
Yeah.
So I really don't think that's gonna change, because I mean we really write like that because it's like what we like to play live.
Mhm.
Because I don't think it'd be very interesting to play like a pop song live.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I mean
It won't be
it
like
wouldn't be the same. The
as
same energy.
energetic
Yeah,
for
exactly.
us.
For us.
For
Like,
us,
it's
yeah.
not something that it's not cool to perform on stage. Of course it is, and we enjoy pop concerts and everything. But for us to
Like
do it
jam,
ourselves,
yeah, it's different.
It's different. It's a different energy.
So being in this space, I remember the first day that I walked into this space, which was pretty cool.
Okay.
I-
That's
yeah.
like what?
The
yeah,
room.
the
Yeah,
room.
the
Okay.
room. For me, it felt like walking into a set at Universal Studios, and I've mentioned this quite a few times. Kind of like going into a place that I already know because I knew all your videos prior to meeting you guys. How long has this room been down here?
Oh my god. Since when?
I'm trying to
When we
remember
were-
because
in Huracán Colo- No.
That
What
was
was
2010.
Huracán
That was 2010, and we were
And
building.
it was already here.
it was already here. I
Here.
mean,
because
not
the
not
drum set
in
was
this
already
form.
downstairs.
It was
Yeah.
basically this space used to be like this wall didn't exist. It was just open, and it was like a playroom, I guess
Okay.
that's what you
Yeah.
call it. And but when we started like getting like a little bit more serious about our playing, we needed a room because I was playing upstairs. And have
In
you
the
seen
living
it,
room.
the living room that it's open? So imagine the drums, but in that
You could
space.
hear her
It was
all the way
It was awful. It was-
everywhere.
So we started building this space
This-
right here. It took quite a long
It
time.
took
did.
it took a long
But
time
at
to get.
first it was
yeah.
just like a room with just like 1, 2, 3, like 4 panels, like to absorb a little bit of the sound, and that was
And the drums, and
And
that's
the
it.
drums,
It
yeah.
was first
Yeah.
like a drum room.
yeah, exactly.
Before-
And then we started like getting a little bit more serious about it, and we started like I mean, if you see the video where I'm doing the Hannah Montana cover,
Yeah, nothing.
it's
This
like
is not here.
it's
like,
not
the
there.
walls.
So I don't remember what year we.
And we did this all manually. Well, my parents.
Well, my parents.
kinda.
I mean, kind of.
Kind of. Wait,
I mean, people
wait.
did come.
Yeah.
No, it was not.
It was
I mean,
they-
building the wall. Of course.
No, they.
On the roof of
Oh,
course.
but
Okay,
there
well,
were a
the
lot
thing
of
is,
people here.
we were
too.
super
Yeah.
Mamá, es que pásame el martillo.
About 9 years.
I remember that.
Yeah,
about 9 years.
How much time do you guys spend down here? What do you think, an average a day? Do you come down here every day or on
Yeah.
average
Yes.
weekly? How
We
much
come
time do you
here
guys
that
spend?
every day.
I mean, half a
Practicing.
day could be spent down here, and like for
Depends.
me at least, like here and in the piano, it's like a
It's because
And it depends on the day too.
yeah. Because
what
I
we
mean,
have to
Ada
do.
right now she's going to school because we don't have anything in our schedule right now. So I mean, it's not like she spends the whole day here,
Yeah.
but we do visit it at least like.
plus we don't only come here to practice. I mean, we practice technique and everything. We practice together, but sometimes we come down and listen to music. Sometimes we come down and write.
Right,
Sometimes we
yeah.
just like come here and just lay on the floor,
and do
and
nothing. Yeah,
do
basically.
nothing. So it's all.
Yeah,
This room is
And
a lot.
but yeah. So exact time I don't know, but I could say like a
Half a day. Half
Half
our
a day
day.
at
yeah
most.
half of her yeah at most, but like
Yeah.
least like I don't know like.
And the other most used room in the house, the kitchen.
No, our
Yeah,
room.
Food.
Te pasaste,
Food.
not really.
So people want to hear
Not
you guys
really.
talk about
It is
food.
the
Well, for
kitchen.
me, our room.
They do. Oh my
Yeah.
god,
So
guys, we
do-
love food.
Do you guys cook at all?
I try to cook,
No.
but I
No.
suck at it
No.
like
Mm-mm.
badly.
That's not a bad idea. Like if you guys take cooking lessons, because I think
That'd
that
be awesome.
you guys creatively. It happens to me. Like I love food.
Mhm.
I
But you
consider
can't
myself a
cook
foodie. No, I'm a very good cook.
Ay, sumimasen.
So grilled
I
cheese,
am.
no
Ah, the
te
grilled cheese. Okay. Mhm.
What are you talking about?
The grilled.
No.
You remember
said-
you were bragging about your grilled cheese. And
That's
you're like,
one
it's
of
amazing.
my many
Yeah. Okay.
great things that I cook.
Blah, blah, blah,
Okay.
blah.
No, but I think creative expression comes into play with food and the love for food as well. I mean, everything from plating and design and being creative, even with ingredients. You know, I get to be home and then Marcela, my wife, will be, oh, there's nothing in the fridge and there's nothing. So you want to order in? And then I'll go down and then I'll come up with this plethora
I was about to say
of amazing food. So that's not a bad idea for you guys to start cooking more.
I
But
mean-
okay, what do you know? How
about
to
cooking.
cook.
I mean, let me explain to you. We go like to a school.
And they teach us
in
cook-
our
they- we take
school,
cooking
basically, when we entered the first grade, we had this. It was home economics class, but it was not like in the. I think in the U.S. it's like a selective course or something. But I mean,
don't know.
and here it's not a selective course. I mean, you have to take it.
Yeah.
And I think it was 2 times a week or something like that. And
Yeah.
they taught you
cooking.
how to like sew,
So?
how to cook, and how to clean.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like all girls.
Cleaning classes are not like,
But
You don't take them
the
anymore?
cleaning classes that we don't take them
and the
anymore.
sewing classes.
And the sewing classes. Sewing became knitting.
Yeah.
But the cooking classes stayed. Cleaning class was horrible.
It was.
we
Okay,
basically
wait.
just mopped
Go
the
back
floors.
to the cooking.
The cooking class.
So,
So I
do
do
you know
know.
how to do a quesadilla?
I mean,
Yeah, oh,
Good.
I know.
I
She does
hate
it.
That's my
cooking classes.
specialty.
But wait, I
Well,
know how
you know,
to do
there-
like legit
There's
stuff.
different ways to do a quesadilla. I mean, there's a quesadilla and like a quesadilla.
A ver, una quesadilla es una tortilla. le
Maybe
pones
we
queso y
can
la
have like
pones
a
en el-
quesadilla contest
That'd
with a
be fun.
warning.
Yes.
I
And
suck
I
at
get to
making
compete
quesadilla.
so they can see
A real
what a
quesadilla.
real
yeah.
amazing quesadilla
Okay.
can
No,
be.
I don't know how to make quesadillas.
It's
the only
on.
thing I
She
can-
can't. She
But
That's
can't.
our
I
specialty.
mean-
Quesadillas and sandwiches.
You can't use like Kraft singles and
I
and
hate
tortillas.
Kraft. No,
That's
no,
not a
no,
quesadilla.
That's
No.
not
Yes,
that's
no.
not cheese. That's not cheese. But wait,
That is
I
not
know-
cheese.
I mean, I know how to do legit stuff. I mean, I know how to make pasta. I love making pastas.
No.
I like the sauces and everything.
What
They
do you?
hate it,
what-
but I love
what's
it.
the term used when the
¿Se está
Ahí
grabando
está
o no?
otra vez, ya
Sí,
está
sí, se
grabando.
está grabando, sí está
Ya
grabando.
está grabando.
de cero o no?
¿Cuánto dicen el time?
No, cero, o sea, como que se trabó, se dejó de grabar y ya está otra
Pero
vez.
lleva mucho trabado.
No, no, no. No, o sea, luego.
Okay.
Ah,
So we were talking
Okay.
about pasta.
Pasta. Yeah, I know how to
So-
make pasta.
Okay.
And the best thing that I
No.
make. A ver, cállense. It's
So-
sandwiches.
Okay, so
I'm
we
good at
are gonna say it on camera. We want to watch all of you cook something. So you are gonna cook pasta,
I'll
but
cook
you need
pasta,
to know.
va.
I mean,
Yeah, but not like mac and cheese. I like from
11 minutes
You know-
more or less
you know
after
what
boiling pasta.
You know what I'm really bad at? That is like really.
What else
weird?
are you really bad at?
Oh, gracias. Okay, basically, you know, I don't know if they have this in the U.S., but the packets for the rice, like nor, like rice packets. It's like basically like
like making like instant mac and cheese or something. It's just rice. Okay? You
Yeah, like Uncle Ben's and stuff. Like.
Yeah. So basically,
But
you
she
just grab a
can't
pot,
do it.
you
You
grab water.
can't be bad at doing Uncle Ben's minute rice.
true.
She can't do it.
I
She's
mean,
always like,
Wait. I follow the exact instructions. I do what it says.
No,
It takes
But it
forever.
always ends up tasting horribly.
Maybe you should change brands.
No.
No, because she
like,
does it
if
and I do
everybody
it.
else does it and it's perfect.
if I do it, it's good. If Danny doesn't, then Pau does it.
Okay, so
yeah.
Alejandra, what do you cook?
Nothing.
You make really good cookies. I mean, my mother never. Well, she does. My mom doesn't like to buy us sweets because it's bad for us. And when there's nothing like anything sweet, I
It's
grabs
not
like
good.
I grabs like flour and stuff like that, and she makes like a microwavable cookie
It's not good
A
because it's
cookie
my
from scratch?
from scratch, and it's
not
good.
good.
It's
not
relatively
good.
good.
Because
No te quites mérito. It's good. It's really good. I like it.
She loves-
Like,
And okay, what do you cook?
no, gracias.
Quesadillas.
I make
She
quesadillas and
makes
sandwiches.
killer
That's it.
quesadillas.
That's it.
Her quesadillas are
Guys,
really good.
we need to have a cookout.
I know.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
I know how
No,
to make.
I'll cook for you guys, but then you guys
Yeah.
watch and help.
I mean, I
Okay,
know.
we'll help.
Sandwiches and quesadillas, minute rice,
Wait,
and
wait.
instant cookies. That's like the saddest
I make
food
a
story.
really
Sorry,
good
guys.
dip.
I know
make
all
a
the fans
good
were
dip.
really excited about this food portion of
No,
the
no,
interview,
no.
but-
We don't.
We
We
like
like.
to eat food, not
Okay,
make.
We
so
don't
let's
cook it.
let's talk
But
about
we are-
eating. What do you love to eat as far as food? What's your favorite food? Give me
I think-
one.
I
One?
know.
Like your favorite.
I got it, like right off the bat. I got
I
it.
think I do.
What?
Asado de puerco, the one that my mom makes.
Oh,
it's
it's very good.
killer. It's
very
literally
good.
the best thing I've ever tasted in
It's-
my life.
Yes,
It's
there
so
we
It's
go.
good.
really good.
I mean,
It
she
is
could
really
totally
good.
sell it. I always joke with my mom that we're gonna open up, it's a burger, sandwich, and asado de puerco shop because she makes really good burgers and really good sandwiches.
Cochinita, queremos a la
Oh,
cochinita.
the
We should
cochinita
do a
pipinos, those are-
Kickstarter for that. Maybe
Yeah,
have Tia Moni doing
Tia Moni.
tortillas and asado.
Okay.
It's really good.
Okay, asado,
Me,
which
Asado de puerco.
consists of
God, I have no idea. It's
pork
It's pork.
Pork meat.
and
It's like- Yeah, it's an adobado.
or it's like a
I don't.
An adobado.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
adobado.
I don't know what it is.
Okay.
It's really good though.
And it
It's
has-
like a, it's
it
like
has
a mixture of
carrots.
spices. My mom doesn't put carrots on it.
It has onions.
I think it does, but I think my mom puts it on ¿Cómo se dice?
Blender.
In the
in
blender.
the blender because I hate biting on stuff, so she puts it in the blender.
Oh my god.
But it's a really good. I don't know what it is.
Alejandra,
but
what's
it's
your
really
favorite meal or your favorite food? Or it could be like type of
Atún.
food.
No.
good. ¿Qué pasaste?
Canned
Um,
tuna.
She likes canned tuna a
A
lot.
lot.
There was a.
And you eat it off the can.
Yeah.
No le quieres poner en el primo.
Okay.
Ya está.
Ah, va.
¿Dónde te quedaste?
Estamos
Eating
hablando del
tuna
atún.
out of a can.
Yeah.
No,
Like
I
I-
don't. I
But
don't.
that's not. That's not. I'm sorry.
No, you
But
did
she takes
actually
it-
lick your hand.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
No.
Now.
Yeah, it's cool.
Mm,
Wait, my favorite food.
No,
I think.
espérate, esa no fue la mía, esa no fue la
Oh.
mía.
So what is
You're
it?
taking too long.
Yo lo escogí por ti.
Tacos de trompo.
I
Tacos
say
de
tacos de
trompo.
trompo. Tacos
It's
de
just-
trompo.
It's a pork.
It could be
It's
pork.
kind
it
of
could
like
be-
like the
El oso
gyro.
casa adobado.
But-
It's like a.
But it's different
It's
here in
like gyro
Monterrey than
or
in
gyro?
like Mexico
Yeah,
City. They
we-
taste really different.
So they
Yeah.
stack up pork and put it in a thing that goes around, and then they cut it, and it looks
I
like
don't
a
remember.
top.
But I don't like it with pineapple.
And we don't
That's
like.
the best part. And so
No,
you
it's
throw
not.
an onion
It's
and pineapple,
No,
No.
but we don't like
and
the
then they'll
one.
cut the pineapple from here and catch it with the taco over here.
I've never seen that, and I'm honestly not interested.
Check it on YouTube.
No,
Flying-
I
Flying pineapple.
Taco de trompo.
Tacos de trompo.
But I mean, we hate.
You haven't let me talk in the whole
Wait, just let
interview.
me finish this statement. We hate trompo from anywhere else except Monterrey. We only like
It
the one from
tastes
here. It
Yep.
tastes very different.
It does.
Okay,
Continua.
Danny, the stage is yours.
Yay! Thank you. Okay, I like all types of food except seafood, but I think right now the thing I'm most into is desserts. I don't know why. I didn't used to be a sweets
Yeah,
person.
I was the one that was like had a sweet.
But
tooth.
now I want desserts all the time. So yes.
Well, it's nice that you're sweeter now.
I used to be really
Because-
sweet. I used to
I
eat
don't-
chocolates like horribly, like a cute.
Oh, I
a
thought sweet as a
plétora.
person.
No, I was
Sweet.
extremely.
Because I
sweet.
never met
A ver,
you
so
as
we
a
must
sweet
say, but I'm
person, and I've been
extremely sweet.
with
a
you guys
sweet-
for over 2 years.
Wait a second. I'm
Burn.
the sweetest one
She-
out of
she
the
is.
three of us.
She is.
As far as food or personality?
No,
No,
personality
personality-wise.
wise, I'm the sweetest one.
I plead the fifth.
Okay, so who's the sweetest one?
I plead
Danny?
the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Are you kidding me? Danny's the sweetest one.
Danny.
No, no me mientas, no me vengas con esas cosas. Te lo juro que no.
I plead the fifth. No, I can't.
I don't even know what that means.
I have another side of me that you don't know.
The real one.
Uh,
This side. She's extremely sweet. She's the nicest person alive, just not nice.
Wait, you can't like.
You,
So-
siento que no les estoy hablando.
let's say, who sent me a message on my birthday?
We
None
all
of
did.
you did. And then
Of
Yo,
course we
pretty
did.
damn sure I
Yo
did.
por privado.
who
Who remembers your birthday?
who,
Oh, I don't.
who
July,
thanked me for
July 3rd.
the who thanked me?
No, it's the third. No, because my grandfather's
third.
birthday is on
You
the
see, I'm the
third.
only one who
July
remembers.
3rd.
I thought it was
Sorry,
one
sorry.
day before my grandfather's birthday.
No,
I'm
it's the
so
same.
sorry.
It's
Who thanked me for the Christmas present?
A ver, un momentito. Dani te agradeció de parte de las tres.
No.
We-
You guys are
Yes.
individual persons. You can't say
she's
Danny
not-
thanked you
She's
for
not
the
the
three of us.
sweetest. She's
Unless
not
it
the
was like,
sweetest.
on behalf of the Warning, Rudy, we want to thank you for the awesome Christmas present.
I'm the one who sees it the most because it's on the piano, and I'm the
So,
one
Ale,
who
do you want to
appreciates
tell
it.
everybody where your last birthday present, not this birthday, the last one, where it
Yeah, because
ended
this
up?
birthday you didn't give me anything.
Oh, we
Because I
already
know
took
what
it off
happened to
here.
the last one.
It
It was here. We
But
already
I've
took it
never
off.
seen it. So I gave Ale
It
just a
was
little,
never here.
little detail, a little
It was
gift, which
never
was
It was
a,
a It was a
Wait, wait.
stranger.
it was a calendar
It was calendar.
of the series Stranger Things,
It was.
which I thought that would be kind of into because
We
it's kind of like
like
up your
it.
alley, sci-fi,
Yeah.
young,
Yeah.
and then so it was never even opened. The plastic was kept on.
No.
It was never
I
hung.
do have no.
It was
I
never
can
hung
bring it.
anywhere.
I can.
That's
I
It was in a
No.
drawer, and then
No,
the
no,
year
no, no.
passed,
Wait, have you
and
seen
you know
it?
Have
the
you
days
seen
moved.
it?
So
Have
nobody's
you?
seen it.
I know where it
So-
is. I know where it
It's
is.
upstairs.
So-
It is.
But wait,
And
you
then-
I mean, you
so-
just have to be realistic about something. Do you use a calendar,
So
like a
Do
physical
you?
calendar,
Do you?
or do you use the one on your phone?
I use both, but
No, 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 no.
I
You
have
don't.
like a paper
No, you
one.
don't. You don't.
Pues está
But I'm not
justificable.
12, so I'm not gonna hang a poster in my room.
She's not 12 either. I'm 14.
Anyway,
Wait.
so I didn't give you. I gave you a present. I
You did.
took you guys out for ramen.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
I
I
wanna
think,
go
and I think that's a better
Yeah,
present
it was.
than
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
else
yeah.
that I'll give you that.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
probably
no.
won't
Do you
like.
remember? Do you remember?
Yes.
I don't know if you gave it to me for Christmas or for my birthday.
No, it was. It was.
Do you
it was-
remember like the
it was
necklace
for
that
your
has like the three? I love it and I still use it. It's so pretty. I love it.
And Danny's
Thank you.
jacket is also really cool.
And you guys all use it. So then I gave it to Danny, who was the
jacket.
first birthday, but I gave her a vinyl of Greta Van Fleet's
Yes.
album,
Yeah.
which won Best Rock Album of the Year at the Grammys.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah,
you
they did.
opened it?
No, we haven't listened. I mean,
We
I
haven't
just
listened
wanna
to it
say
yet.
I know
something.
you guys.
I just
I
want-
know it.
look at
It's
me,
just-
look at me,
So
look at me.
anyway, we were talking about
Look it up.
sweet, and this interview is not about me or gifts. So let's keep going. You were talking about now you like desserts,
Yes.
cake and cookies
And chocolate.
donuts,
I used to because
beans,
I
greens, tomatoes, potatoes.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram. I don't know.
You name it.
Yes.
I did exactly the same.
love the
on
video.
myself.
Okay, and sweets. So I thought you guys were kind of into Asian food. I love Asian
I
food.
love Asian
I know you
food.
don't like raw sushi and stuff,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
you like ramen. We love orange chicken
I love
or
rice.
Panda Express.
yeah, I
Panda
like
Express. Did you see
Thanks to
Lema
you.
Roy's post
No, I did not.
on his story? Well, I liked it on your behalf, but
Oh, thank you.
he actually did a story on.
Panda Express.
Yeah, because it's all like fresh vegetables and it's
It's
freshly
really
done.
good.
It's
I mean, I love Asian food, but I have like this tiny little problem. I hate vegetables. I don't like seafood. So I mean, those are kind of like big.
Is that gonna change? Are you gonna like
I
vegetables
hope
and maybe
so.
seafood in the
I
future?
mean, what I don't like is like the feeling of it. I just hate it.
It's
I
like-
like-
Because I see you guys, so now you're 17,
Yeah.
I live 14, Danny 19.
Yeah.
So Rudy, my son, will be 13.
Yeah.
5 years, you guys could date, Ali.
Can you stop that?
Yeah,
I don't
anyway.
like that.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Maybe. Never say never. No, but really like doesn't like ketchup, and he's
I
never
hate ketchup.
never had a sandwich in his life.
What?
He's never had a sandwich.
He has to try mine.
That's like 2 portions.
So I'm hoping that he's just gonna grow out of that.
I'm
But
pretty sure he
you
will.
know, knowing
Yeah.
you guys, he'll
Oh.
probably never eat ketchup and never
Okay.
eat a sandwich
I
because
mean,
you
if
guys
he
are.
goes to college, he's gonna have to like get like really like cheap food, so he's gonna have to.
No,
buy
but he
a
likes
sandwich
like
at some
orange
point.
chicken from Panda Express and
Well, he's
noodles and
I don't like.
He likes seafood. How
he
does
likes,
he
he likes
not?
octopus.
How
I
does
like
he not
octopus.
like a
sushi.
sandwich?
I know, that's weird.
That's weird.
Not liking seafood is
It's a
normal.
yeah, but a sandwich.
A sandwich.
Normaler?
Yeah.
Is
Did
that
you
a word?
like? Did you not make him
It's more
sandwiches
normal.
when he was like a?
I've
normal
tried
doesn't
when he was a
exist.
kid.
It's more normal.
Yeah, normal
That's
order.
weird.
Normal.
But it's.
What is
fine.
it, Steve? So Steve is now correcting our words.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Nike.
It's
Nike.
Nike. I was pretty sure. of
Yeah.
that. It's Nike.
Nike,
Okay.
not Nike.
And it's not Skype. Is it Skype or Skypey? I think
No,
it's
it's
Skypey.
Is it YouTube or YouTube?
No, that's different because it's a tube, like two.
And then where did you get vinyl from?
I don't know. It's
I
vinyl.
don't remember.
I hate
going
that.
to put on a vinyl. So it's just like vinyl.
It's vinyl. I
I'm
hate it.
sorry.
It's because in
Vinyl
Spanish
one.
it's vinyl. Vinyl.
I'm
I
going to
mean-
play a vinyl for
Wait,
you.
I mean, we do have a
Vinyl.
really good excuse that it's not our first language. I mean, we can still mess up like some stuff. It's
But we
fine.
mess up in Spanish too.
We're way worse in Spanish. Yesterday, I was telling my mom, like, please, like, you need to teach me
I'm really
Spanish
bad.
because I'm really bad at
Miss
it.
Patti me regañó.
Miss Patty, la amo. Miss
Patty
Patty,
me
shout
cago.
out.
Yeah,
Miss
she
Patti
was like,
Mercado.
your Spanish is worse than Paulina's. I'm like, I'm
So
sorry.
I was
I'm
thinking
very
the other day,
insulted.
when you guys opened for Def Leppard.
Yeah.
Oh, that was-
we
oh,
were
that
there
was
for 2
good.
nights, and
Yeah,
it was
that's
really
fun.
cool. And I was watching the video, and when I go over stuff that already happens, I was like, I wish we would have been doing this or been more aggressive and talking to them. And then I remember when we went to the Killers, it was the same as like, you're there and it's different, and then you watch it back and it's like, what do you guys feel like? Sometimes I feel like it was just like a dream, and then thinking forward on who would you like to open for and what would happen. It's just like, tell me a little bit about that feeling of before opening Def Leppard and then knowing what that really was afterwards, and the same for the Killers.
It was
Yes.
Def Leppard was one of the most like nerve-wracking shows that I remember that I was shaking. Like I was
Yes.
literally physically
Because-
shaking. Like,
It's very surreal. Like right now, I can't remember most of about that day.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Like
No, I can't
all my
remember anything.
concentration was on the show and the nervousness about the huge band that we're opening for. So it's
I remember that it was pretty nerve-wracking.
It was.
And
Yes.
I remember the sound check very clearly, and after that, it's just like
It's just amazing to think that we got that opportunity.
Yeah.
Like right now,
because it was out of
we're
nowhere.
looking to open to other bands that
Yes.
hopefully
I mean,
will
because
give you
with the
news
Killers,
soon. But
with
and then the Killers, which is
yeah.
more of a band up your alley that you
Yeah,
guys knew and were big fans of.
mhm.
Again, it's just like, I can't believe we opened for the Killers for 2 nights.
It's so
Yeah.
weird because you are like, are they real or not? Because we're used to seeing them on the
Like
TV,
a TV
screen.
Yeah.
So
We have their.
we have. I don't know what's the
It's
name
the
of
Royal Albert Hall
Royal Albert
Yeah.
Hall. That one.
So
concert. Yep.
if you guys could choose, and you guys can answer independently, one band, a current band, not a dead band,
Dead band.
or,
That's so sad. Okay.
this year, who would it be?
21 Pilots.
21 Pilots.
21 Pilots.
You?
Are the one.
Muse.
Muse.
And me. Hailstorm.
Okay, bye.
Cool. Well, Mexico, Muse is playing Mexico this year.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be
That'd be
awesome.
great.
21
That'd be
Pilots is
21
playing
Pilots is playing
Monterrey.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I would.
nice.
I think
love-
Hailstorm is playing, but they're playing festivals in Mexico.
Yeah, it's a festival. Yeah.
It's a festival.
Greta Van Fleet is playing Mexico.
That'd be cool.
Bring Me the Horizon.
That'd
It's
be
a
awesome.
really cool band. I
I'm
really
a
got into it. I didn't
fan.
know about them until
But
That's
what are
until
you
I was
listening?
here, actually. But
What are you listening to? Because I mean, their new stuff is way more like
I saw
Popish?
their whole a concert that they did.
My-
I think
Very
it was a
dark.
year or a year and a half
favorite-
ago.
My favorite album is I don't know if it's called Sempiternal. I think it is. That's
Is
it's heavy, but my favorite song is Hospital for Souls. It's
But they're very tight. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
they
that
play
concert
very
is-
well.
and they're coming to Monterrey.
that'd be awesome.
Well, it's just like working on trying to get us noticed to even open for those bands, and I'm like, it's so hard,
Yeah.
and yet we played for Def Leppard,
Yeah.
the Killers.
It is possible.
So it is possible.
Exactly.
So we have a gig this Sunday,
Yeah.
which is cool. We might have a fan come down from Australia. That's gonna be a really cool concert at Cafe Iguana.
Yes.
And then another couple of concerts by the end of the month. So, what else, guys? What do you guys want to accomplish by the end of this year? So, you guys have a new album out, videos.
Oh yeah. we
What
should
video?
do it.
We don't know what video is gonna be produced, but if it were up to you, Paulina, what video of the album? Now that you've played it live, now that you saw crowd reactions, now that you felt it on stage, what video of Queen of the Murder Scene would you like to see produced?
Dusty Dust.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing.
I think it's between Dusty Dust and Psychotic.
For me, Dusty Dust.
Yeah.
I mean, no competition.
Same.
I'm gonna do that.
I have a friend who can do it extremely.
What?
Hazlo otra vez.
That's impossible. Ow! That just hurts.
Like a raindrop.
So
That's
trippy.
cool. Okay.
I could do that on your next album. Like,
Yes!
There's a song, a K-pop song that starts like that. So yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
so Dust to Dust.
Dust to Dust. Yeah.
Cool.
No competition.
Psychotic, I think, is also a good option. We'll see. Hopefully, very soon,
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
music video.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff going on, and I think take a little moment to thank. Let me see. So whiskey. Before we thank people on Patreon, the whiskey. I think it was pretty overwhelming having 15 people fly from overseas, from Europe. you know,
Yes.
people
that
from
was
25 different states. I mean, I know it all becomes like a blur and surreal, but after, a month has gone by, more or less, what do you guys feel about that? I mean, how does it feel to have people fly halfway across the world to come see your concert?
It's just amazing
Yeah.
because you can't believe that they did it for us.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and
It's a weird feeling, but I think like most of it's just like gratitude. You're like really happy that your music is like kind of like doing that. So
And it's easy to kind of confine it to, oh yeah, they traveled from there. But if you actually like count the distance and the hours by plane and it's
The investment.
it's
yeah,
a lot, of
exactly.
course. So
I
it's
can't
just
fathom
like,
people like spending money on it.
yes, that's so cool. That's unreal. Like if I think that I would do that, if I could like go to Europe to see a band that's like.
That I
This
mean,
right
I
now.
can't picture doing that. I mean,
Yes.
I just imagine myself like, you know what? There's a band. I mean,
Good.
honestly, I get where it comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do it too for like some bands.
Yeah.
So,
But
your
still,
bands-
it's like.
but it's
Good
still
job.
like
Yeah.
being on like the other end of like, because I would do it, but somebody doing it for like you, I think it's pretty amazing. And I mean, I think we're extremely thankful.
So, another question for each of you. Top 3 shows you've ever played.
Lunario.
We're all gonna say
Heaven.
the same ones.
Hell in Heaven. And
Lunario, Hell in Heaven.
Mi Lunario.
because I'm thinking of all the shows that we played. We played a lot of shows, guys.
Yeah, if you bring it down to 3, because you have the Whiskey, a couple
Yes.
times you have Def Leppard, you have the Killers, you have Lunario,
The Killer's
Yeah,
second
Hell in
night
Heaven.
was one of the
you
best
have
nights
Mother,
for me.
and each one has like
Wow.
a different.
Can I say like top 4 instead of top 3?
Yeah, top 4. That's
I
I think.
top 4 is way
because,
easier.
Yeah.
Depending, it depends on a lot of stuff. 1, the people. It's like different. 2, the venue, of course.
It's very different.
But then 3 are emotional states that day and the end. I mean, everything
for me,
depends.
top 4 like
Lunario.
places in no particular order. It's Lunario, Hell in Heaven, Second Night of the Killers, and Whiskey. Those are was it very good.
Nadia probably
Yeah.
having second night of the and whiskey. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Same
first
here.
time we ever played God Gave Us. I'm kidding.
No,
Why do you
cállate.
say
No,
second night at the whiskey and not the first night?
No,
I said second night of the Killers.
The Killers.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
And
Why
the
did you
first
say-
night I almost broke my
Yeah,
finger.
it
I was
was-
having a horrible time. I was just so nervous. But the second night, I was like,
The energy
Girl,
was really different.
I
It was-
went into like in a mindset. I was like, you have not been having fun in your shows. You have to have fun in this show.
Is that the yellow outfit?
Yeah,
one?
yellow
Is that
outfit.
the second night?
Yeah, second night. That was
And
really fun.
It was also a little bit less nerve wracking because
Yeah.
you already did it the day before. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's exactly the same thing. You can do it. Like just
It was
And I had a
it was-
lot of
it was
fun that day.
Yeah.
Hell in Heaven was extremely fun. I love playing at festivals, like
Yeah.
big festivals. It's really fun
Yep.
because it's just like a really big amount of people, and that's like the biggest round like ever in a festival for us. And that was like amazing. Lunario, well, I mean, wow,
Lunario,
whiskey too, but yeah, it was. Those are my top 4.
Cool. Well, those are the questions that I had for you guys. I just wanted to have it in a more kind of laid back, casual thing, and if not, we can go on for hours. But
Yeah.
I think we should kind of do this interview more often and not, have so much time pass by.
yes.
So this one is done specially for patrons, and it'll be public at some point. But
Thank you.
say thank you to your dear patrons, and I want to thank them all too.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
guys,
much, guys.
for everything. Yes.
Your support is really appreciated, and thank you for like being with us along this journey and
and putting up with us because I know we're crazy.
And I mean, just seriously, thank you for your support, and we're really glad that you're here with us. And well, once again, thank you.
We love you.
Peace.
Sayonara.